In late October of 2012, Hurricane Sandy devastated regions across the eastern seaboard. Towns on the coast of New Jersey and Long Island were hit especially hard, with houses and even entire communities being washed away into the ocean. This storm was especially detrimental due to the fact that hurricanes in the Northeast are very rare, causing a lack of the necessary precautions in place to limit the destruction. The storm resulted in mass power outages. Some more remote areas lost electricity for over a month. Not only that, but the high wind speed caused huge numbers of trees to fall, destroying buildings, cars, and homes. The desolation changed many people's lives forever, as they were left with no place to work, no place to live, and no hope that things would ever get better. The weeks following the tragedy were filled with mourning and sadness as people around the world watched the events of the tragedy on the news. The images of the destruction were heart-wrenching, and all those not affected felt awful for those who were. Luckily for those left in utter ruin, selfless people sprung up across the country eager to help those in need. These people put their lives on hold to aid the less fortunate. Whether it was the first responder who put their life on the line to save a drowning child, or the first grader holding a bake sale to raise money for relief, it seemed as though everyone wanted to serve their place in the community and be a good citizen. For myself in the town of Mountain Lakes, the damage was much less severe than that on the shore. Even though it was not to the same extent, trees still took down almost all the power lines, resulting in a loss of power for about 1 to 2 weeks and damage to many homes and cars. During the 2 weeks off from school, I took notice to the incredible losses of those on the shore and the effort many people put into their relief, and I tried to do what I could to help out in my community. For my service, I cleaned up the mess left by the storm at a local tennis club. It seemed as though I was making little progress clearing the fallen limbs from the driveway, courts, and parking lot, but eventually I was able to rid the area of all the debris. Doing one's part in the community is a vital part of being a good citizen. I learned by watching the good deeds of those across the globe who provided relief after the storm. No damage might have been done to them, but they still helped a neighbor whose house was washed away just down the street, or whose car was crushed by a falling tree. The destruction was random. It could have happened to anybody. A good citizen is someone who realizes this and does what they can to help others instead of just going on with their own life. They are somebody who wants to better the community and not just themselves, by looking out for others through their selfless actions. I did my best to be a good citizen and help others by serving my place in the community. I encourage all to go out and see what they can do to be a good citizen. There is nothing more fulfilling than helping those in need.